morning.
Good morning and welcome back.
Oh, it's nice to be back.
Yes,
Glad.
it is. It is. I can't believe it's been 2 weeks.
Seems like it's been forever since we've chatted and played.
Well, our big hope of playing while you're on vacation, that did not come to pass, but that's okay because you got to enjoy your vacation.
Yeah, it was just my sister came up and we were socializing in the evening, so it seemed like, and there was really no good place for me to be in that house. It just wasn't set up very well. So, rather than telling them, be quiet.
I'm assaulting here, hush. That's right.
Yeah, I'm on the internet.
Well, good. Well, I am glad you're back. We're back with session number 5 now of Scenario 9, our grand rematch of the Hood Strikes North campaign. Hooray! I'm looking the map over here. I figured I'd take a couple of minutes before we get started, and I just realized with this reinforcement roll, man, here comes Steedman. Unless you roll a 1, then Murfreesboro is gonna it's gonna be harder than I expected. So, and the way you've been rolling these 6s, man, that you could just completely stack up Murfreesboro.
Yeah, the reinforcement roll, our last session. Talk about dancing in the streets.
Merry Christmas.
I mean, Thomas was not a emotional man, but he danced a jig when he saw those steamboats coming up the river. So, because not only does it obviously put reinforcements in Nashville and leave that big stress, it now puts me, now I can bring reinforcements into Murfreesboro, which could potentially take that off, or not take it off the map, but make it very hard for you.
Right. I have had to look over the point schedule and see, all right, what do I need to accomplish not only this turn with late rain looming again, but also what do I need to do in the next 5 or 6 days before potentially winter weather starts, and knowing that I only may get one more scant reinforcement, which is, that's meant to be a rear guard, I think. That's a pittance. He's certainly not going to get into the action. So yeah, I was looking at my corps, and I've pretty much committed Stewart's forces down there to Murfreesboro. Lee is at the moment fresh and in reserve, and we've got Cheatham's corps bridging the river of the Harpeth, and they are in control of their destiny. So yeah, I have to figure out what I'm going to do to start harvesting some points here. There's plenty of them on the table, but that means I'm committing to getting into, as they say, the thick of it. And I don't know if I'm ready to do that yet, before I get all the pieces in play. But what would Hood do? He would go right into the thick of it,
That's right. Yeah, I think it'd be interesting to see what your options are going to be here. Okay, I still have one wagon train on the map. So there's a target for you.
Yeah, but Forrest is kind of bottled up. You got Schofield keeping him busy.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
So I've all those cavalry forces they're not fresh. Although Buford is back in action, but I don't know that he can do much on his own. And I think the way you've and we've seen the commentary on this online, and thank you for everyone's feedback on that. How you have progressed just guarding those wagons with the horses the whole way with your cavalry. That's been pretty inspired, and obviously you got 2 of them off the map. So I have no doubts that Wilson will succeed in getting the 3rd one to safety in Nashville. So there's 18 points I'm not going to get.
And that's all the Union player really, at least this is, now that I've played this on this side, is really trying not to give you points, trying to avoid that if you can. And I may have overdone the losing Nashville auto victory, but yeah, I'm looking forward to this because it's been a long time.
Well, when I pull up the victory point...
Oh, gosh. I still got... I'm going to keep commenting about the 90.
The 91st.
Back there. I just kind of zoomed out just to make sure. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah.
I forgot about those guys. They've got a plan. We're not sure. They're not sharing it with anybody, but they got a plan.
They're the lost battalion. They're the lost regiment, I guess, at this point.
Looking back, if I'm just remembering, and for those of you, as we do every time, if you haven't watched the first play of our first game, go back and watch that. But I'm just thinking, because we're going to do our comparison and compare and contrast, I think of the manpower losses that I suffered at this point, as the Union, you were just on a tear. I mean, between the capture of Columbia, the preparations for the attack on everything from Spring Hill to Franklin, you were just eating up my manpower. And I look at it right now, and you got one manpower loss, and I've got two. So you're actually winning on that. But that shows my playstyle is considerably different on this one. I'm hoping to keep all these forces strong to the point where there's going to be an unavoidable conflict somewhere around Nashville. But the way the victory points schedule for this is set up, I can get a bucket of points if I can just get up close, I guess, to recreate the historical narrative of threatening for a siege on Nashville. And if I can get up there and stay there for a bit, perhaps through the winter weather, then maybe I can start accumulating some points faster. But I know you will do everything in your power to prevent such a thing.
Yeah.
So any final thoughts before we get rolling?
No, I think you've nailed it with what I anticipate you're going to try to do, and what I need to try to do to stop you. We're ready to go. I think.
All right, well, then I will pull up the chart here. Let's see. We have done our random event, and just to remind the folks at home for turn number 9 that we are on here, and luckily next turn, that's when you're going to start having some difficulties with your cavalry. So I'm hoping that I can. I hope Fate will have the same plans for them as they did for me. But
that was just amazing.
But we do have late rain this time, and this is the last time that Roger will get a manpower enhancement roll for the Union. So let's let you do that and see if you get some more goodness for your guys.
Okay, that's one die. This is 6.
I am going to write a letter to Mr. Elkelman, who created the 3.62 vassal upgrade. Dear sir, your die roller consistently rolls 6s for Roger.
One of each. Okay. Interesting.
Yes, and that's exactly what happened last turn. So does that mean you're going to roll another 6?
It can be any cav or any infantry, correct?
Correct.
So I'll put an additional cav unit down in Murfreesboro for G. Johnson and take him to manpower enhancement of 3. That a little harder. There's no infantry down there though.
Not yet. Steedman's coming.
Who do I want to increase my infantry? Well, not the 91st Indiana.
Make them the super regiment.
I'm going to take Jay Moore under Smith's Corps. Is going to get an additional manpower to 7. And okay, so this is the reinforcement roll. One die again.
I need a 1. Oh
wow!
Wow!
And that's 3 levels of reinforcement.
Yeah. So Murfreesboro is now well defended. This die roller's killing me, man.
This is kind of amazing.
So yeah, you get 3 levels. So that's
6, 7, and 8.
Yep. So
do they come in all at once, or they come in?
Yeah, you get all 3 of them right now, and I think there's some specific location information for how. I'm going to scroll down to Murfreesboro here and see.
Yeah, I'm looking at it again here. It says reinforcements with an M entry, which is what I've got. I can place them in the 4 following hexes: 4934.
Okay, Maple Grove. Right?
Maple Grove.
Right. So it looks like they have to come in on the
railroads or the roads.
Okay.
5134, which is Singleton. 5334, which is Shady Side. Or 5433, which is nowhere necessary.
Okay. Yeah, so they would come in on any of those eastern roads.
Yeah. So you're there.
Yeah, because I've got a Zoc extending into Murfreesboro, so
that's I can't go into and you've also blocked 5133 with Zoc, so the railroad I couldn't.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
So they don't have to go into the same hex, or they have to go in the same hex.
That is a good question. Well, I presume since they have entry areas, you could
Spread them out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I'll do that. I'm gonna bring big old Steedman in here, and Milroy. Hello, Mr. Milroy from the Valley.
Ah, yes, the hero of the valley.
What did this Milroy's Weary Boys? I think is what they were called.
Mm.
I'll put him there because that gives him a 2 hex. They come in unfatigued, no exhaustion.
Okay. So you got one leader down there, and Steedman is just kind of, he's big, but he's dumb. He's got no leadership.
Yep. Now, if Stewart had been 50-32,
yeah.
I still couldn't have bought him in. But if he'd have been where Loring is, I could have bought him in directly in or anywhere up on the railroad, including in Nashville.
Okay. Wow. Can you imagine what that would have been like?
That would have been nice.
Yeah. I think that would have been a game ender right there.
Okay, let's see. And we're late rain.
Okay, yes. Let's
keep that in mind as well.
Oh, late rain. Yes, that may or may not happen. We'll see. Okay, so let's go back to our... Let's see. You did your reinforcements. Leader transfers.
Yeah, let me look at that. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to move anybody. I don't see anybody I want to move at this point.
Okay. I think I'm going to, starting from the top of the map here, I'm going to move Cheatham and Hood back to Smith. And I'll move Lee to Johnson. And I think I'll keep Forrest where he is. I like where he's kind of staring down Schofield there. That's the game of, oh yeah. And I'm definitely going to keep Stewart there outside of Murfreesboro. I like where he is. So those are my leader transfers for our starting point. Let's see. I believe
attachments.
Attachments, yes.
I am not going to make any attachments.
And I don't believe
I'll go in 75th Ohio where he is.
I don't think I have any position. And don't forget your Indiana boys way out there in the woods. So.
Oh yeah. They're playing a very strategic role.
They've got a plan. That's right. That's right. Okay, well then we will move on to the action cycle, and we are still doing our individual roles. So here's my initiative. 3.
1. It's yours.
Ooh, okay. Well, we have to take care of the elephant in the room here. So let's see. French against a fort there of Johnson. We got a cavalry fort sitting there. So I mean, I think I'm only really going to get a shot here if I don't make the attempt, because it would seem realistic that either Steedman or Milroy is going to win the foot race there if I don't win the initiative race. So let's try this. I'm going to activate Loring and French, and so they'll both go to fatigue level 2. And we're going to try this a different way. So here is their movement of +2. That's a 7. Okay, that's better. So they'll both need extend marches. Stewart's going to transfer over to Loring, and they're going to move first. So they're going to go extend march. He's okay. 1, 2. Now, what would they like to do?
The Cav forces will stand.
Still stand. Okay. All right. So do I attack here now at a still a -2, but I don't have the creek in the way, and a +2. So it'd be an even attack. Let's take a shot at an even attack. So it's once again 1 for prepared, 1 for tactical, and then -2 for a 5 to 12. Okay, so an even attack. Here we go. Here's my attack. It's a 2. And it's repulsed. Well, that hurt. That did hurt. Alright, so it's a -3. Okay, -3 on a 5 is oof, 2D. Man. Stuart, you don't do anything.
Brutal.
Yeah. Yeah, that could have gone better. Alright, so I'm going to give you those. He is down 2 manpower. So 1, 2, and he's already flipped, but he will go all the way to fatigue 4. Alright. And then French will go 1, 2, and 3, 4 to there. And you didn't take anything, did you?
No.
Man. Alright. Let's see. Let's do our initiative. 5. There's a 5 I need. And there's
5.
A 5.
Okay. Again.
Alright. Should have waited. Should have waited. One never knows. Alright, now, do I take another shot at it? Or try to set up a flank? This is a tough choice. Who knew that this episode would be so tough already? Well, I guess I gotta take Walthall to 2 and try. So Walthall will march. Here's his movement +1. There he goes, 7. Alright. Here's his extended march. He's okay.
Oh wow, that gets him all
right
down
there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. So we can at least stop Milroy for the moment. Initiative. Ooh, 6.
Well, I'll clear the die just to clear it.
There you go. Okay. Alright, so let's try another assault. Would Knipe like to retreat on that?
No, we'll stand.
Okay. So the Battle of Murfreesboro may commence here. He's going to go to 2. They're going to stand. So here is the assault attempt. It comes off.
Comes off.
All right. So now I see. I think the Union forts. They do act as cover, and then they act as uncover. I mean, it makes sense that they would uncover as a friendly. Yeah, there he goes. So it's the second bullet there. However, an undestroyed fort is always treated as occupied by a Union unit when determining the effects of Confederate SOC. So there we go. So yeah, that is a friendly. And since it's infantry attacking cavalry, there's no cav reduction, so it'll be a +3 and not a +1.
Yeah, since you have you're not half your combat is not cav, so
right. Okay. All right, so it looks like 5 up and 2 down for a +3. If I run the numbers right there.
Yep, +3.
All right, here's a +3. Oh, there's a 6.
Uh-oh. This could be bad.
Oh!
And it is. Couldn't have been worse.
8. Oh, no. Yes, there's the 6-1. Okay, so you had...
So they might be wiped out.
Well, you had 4 in there officially.
So 2 DR.
Yeah, so you'll lose 2, and they're double demoralized.
So I guess... Okay, I'm just going to eliminate the 5th Tennessee for one of my manpower losses. And Knipe will take G. Johnson. Will go down a manpower. Disorganize. And you attacked from
Stuart, yeah.
From Stuart. Oh, yeah, got him.
Yeah, you can go out through the fort.
Yes, he got to the fort. 1. Continuing further away for 2, 3, 4 to Colored Church.
Okay.
I didn't fatigue him. He needs to get some fatigues here.
And French and Stuart will advance into Murfreesboro. Sadly, worth absolutely nothing at the moment because they're still looking at the campfires coming from Fortress Rosecrans off to the west. But that eliminates one little issue at the moment. And so let me take the 2 VP or the 2 manpower from you. All right, that brings it. We're starting to get a little combative here.
Taking a turn.
It has a turn.
Turn, as they say.
All right, so here is my initiative. 2.
2. Yours again. Man.
Hmm.
Well, I thought of keeping those 2 guys separate. I'm kicking myself now. I wish I had them all on the same. Well, not that would have mattered.
Yeah, I've gotten all 3 initiatives thus far. I think Waffle's doing a good job right there at the moment, because we're at least keeping you out of the fortress at the moment. So what I need to do then is prevent other units from arriving. So we're gonna have... Let's get Forrest out of there. Let's go... he's gonna have extend marches for Biffle and Rucker, but he's got the better movement capability, so we're gonna do movement +3, 13.
13.
Alright, he's gonna travel with Rucker. They're gonna go first. So here's their extended march. Oh, they lose one. Okay, so comes down 1. That's not great, but they're gonna go 4 to there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to there. And then Biffles extend. He's okay, so they will join. Okay, initiative 5. There you go.
Now I can play. Okay. Well,
And from here forward, we have the possibility of late rain.
Well, correct, yeah. We'll work on this problem first. Wilson's going to activate Kuhn, Capron, Low, and Wagon C. So they're all going to go to fatigue 1. No extended marches for anybody at this point. Here's their movement roll. First die, second die. Oh,
wow.
Nice. Okay, so
they want to go to Nashville.
The wagon train that's +2, so the wagons can go 7 hexes.
Man.
So we'll move the wagon C first.
Yeah, they can get to the safety of
1,
J more.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, they were farther
actually
back.
Can't,
yeah, no.
They actually can't get all the way there.
Yeah. Well, under the umbrella-ish.
So Low is going to have to go and provide support. He'll drop on top of wagon C. Because Forrest is hanging around, but he's pretty weak down there. That leaves Wilson with Kuhn and Capron. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they could do a normal attack on Jackson.
Well, one of them can.
One of them can, yeah. Yeah, I shouldn't have moved them both together like that. But they're not going to. They're going to stop right there. Initiative. A 1.
A 4. Okay. Well, let's see here. Wilson is bracing for a fight. Jackson won a... Haven't had a lot of luck here with that, but I don't really want a 5 to 1. As Mr. Miyagi say, 5 to 1. Not a good odds for anybody. So we'll take them to 2, and we'll bug out of there and trust our luck to the extended march. Here's their movement +2. They can go 8. Alright, so he'll go with Ross for... Ooh. Yeah, he'll go with Ross. Ooh. This is one of those sort of Damocles. If I lose the artillery on Ross, that could be bad. So, yeah, we'll go with Ross first. So here's his extended march. Very close. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And Crosslands extend. Also 5. He managed to squeak out and join them there. Alright. Forced at the top. There we go. Alright. Initiative. There's a 1.
Chance for rain.
Nope.
No. There's the 1/6 I needed earlier. Okay, so you've massed your cab down there in Antioch. I believe to get your damage, you have to actually have infantry, right? To get your point.
Yes, to damage or destroy the Antioch, yeah, it's got to be
Yeah.
a 5 manpower infantry.
Yeah. So you've got a bunch of half-strength guys. But they're not going to recover. Okay. Stanley will activate Wagner and Wood. Fatigue 1. No extended march necessary. 1 die plus 1. They can go 4 hexes. So Wood will go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Wagner will go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Initiative 4.
1.
Okay, we'll take Cox to fatigue 1. Here's his movement. He can go 3 hexes. 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative 4.
4 also.
That's yours.
I will activate Smith under Cheatham with Cheatham. We've got a fatigue level 1. Here's his movement of +2. 6. And they will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there. Initiative 6.
2. It's yours, of course.
I'll have Cheatham activate Bate and Brown to 1. And here's their movement +2. 7. Yeah, we'll transfer to Brown. And we'll go 1 into a restricted Zoc. 2 to there and stop. And Bate will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there with 2 remaining. What would Croxton like to do and hatch?
They're going to stand
Okay.
behind the creek there.
I think we'll stop there. Initiative 4.
2. Yours again.
Let's have Buford activate Bell. Here's his movement of +2. 8. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll go up the hill. Or let's see, 1, 2, 3. No, that was all 8. Okay, so that's good. Initiative 5.
4.
I will have them dig in to 2. Alright, so they have an Abattis now. Initiative. Wow, 6.
I'll just roll to clear the die. Yours.
Cheatham will activate Smith to 2. Here's the movement +2. 5. And here's the extended march. He flips. Well, that's no good. So he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to there. Initiative 4.
Yours.
Question becomes, what do I do with Franklin? You got forces there that are piled up, and I could keep them bottled. But I don't realistically think I can take Franklin right now. I mean, you've got 12, 6, 18 there, and a ton of artillery. So is that the best use of Lee? I'm going to say no. So let's activate Lee's Corps. I'll take them to 1. Here's their movement +2.
Man,
Sevens. 7, baby. Vegas! Alright, so Lee will go first. And they'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Clayton will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Stevenson 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Initiative 1. Chance for rain.
Could be. Chance for rain? No. Okay. Well, it's a fine pickle. Schofield can activate Cox and Ruger. Here's their movement. 1 die plus 1 is a 4. Schofield will transfer to Cox. He goes 1 to there. He has 3 remaining. What would Buford like to do?
He's a 7, and I'm a 3, so I will stand.
Okay. We will make a normal attack. So I have 1 MP remaining. This is going to be a ratio of 7 to 3, so it's a +1 for ratio. Tactical is +1. I'm going to do all the positives. I have all 6 hexes covered. 1 comes off for a flank of +3.
Looks right. There are no... Yeah, you've got all 6, yep.
The hill gives you a -1, and the artillery gives you a -1. Oh, you have to roll for artillery.
For the hill, yeah.
Roll for the hill. So
yeah, it's
wait on that.
Yeah, so if I get an even, we will use a -1. So here's my roll, and we will use artillery up on that hill.
Like I said, so what I see is 5 up and 2 down for a final of a +3.
That looks right.
Here's my attack. 3.
Here's my defense. There it is.
Man,
pulsed off that hill.
Man, that's why I didn't want to do that, but I thought I needed to get that could do some damage there. So an even on I attacked with 7 is a 1D for me.
Okay.
That's bad because now he's done for the day and he's in an exposed situation.
And I am even. I'm just D.
That's why I should not have done that. Had visions of, and you just got a D?
A D, yep.
Okay, so Ruger still has, what was my movement, 4? Wow, this is not good. This is very bad. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay, in it. 6.
I believe that might be yours, yes.
Yeah. Take Hammond fatigue 1. There's his movement. First die, second die. Oh, man.
Hammond is very comfortable there where he is.
Apparently.
We're on pike duty. So don't make us move.
You can go 3 hexes. 1, 2, 3 to Owen Station. Initiative. There's a 1.
Chance of rain. No. Still cloudy, but we're okay. I believe Lee will activate Johnson and Stevenson. They've gotten some orders from the field there. Here's their movement +2. 5. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Stevenson will go 1, 4, and we'll stop there. Initiative 4.
6. Oof. We'll take Waters to fatigue 2. He's activated by Schofield, so he gets a +1. He can go 5. Here's his extend die roll. He is okay. He can move 5 hexes. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Initiative 2, 6.
I'll have Clayton march to 2. Here's his movement +1. 5. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to there.
Hammond will stand for the moment.
I figured he might. Alright, initiative. Oh, chance for rain. Nope.
No. Such a stupid thing to do with Schofield. What a mess I made. Hammond is going to go to fatigue 2, and he's going to entrench. In that 2. Dang it.
4.
Yeah.
Alright.
Needed to do multiple things in one move. Nobody's worthy.
Lee will activate all 3. So they'll all go to fatigue level 3. Stevenson's just going to dig in. There we go. To Abattis. Movement for Johnson and Clayton, +2. It's a 3. That's not good. And then Johnson's extend, because they'll go first. He's okay. So he's just going to go 1, 2, 3.
Hammond will stand.
Okay. And then Clayton has 3, so is he standing for Clayton's? Well, actually, let me roll the extend march first. He's okay, so would he like to stand?
Yeah, he'll stand there.
Okay. And I believe Clayton will go 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative 3.
5. Art Johnson, let's get these wagons out of the way. Just going to activate low to T2 and the wagons to T2. Here's their movement. First die, second die. So they can go 11 divided by 2. The wagons can go 6 hexes because it's rounded up, I believe. So that's going to be 1, 2 going off the pike. 3, 4.
And they just go off map.
They go off map. So R. Johnson and Lowe have 11 hexes that they can go. Take it out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. Initiative 4,
6.
6.
Yeah, Lee will take Johnson to fatigue level 4, and he will declare an assault on Hammond. What would Hammond like to do?
We'll stand.
Okay. So here's the assault attempt. It comes off. So yeah, run in the numbers again. It is +1 for the assault, +2 for tactical, and +1 for ratio. And I don't have, I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 hexes covered. So it looks like just a 4 up.
Yeah, +4, yeah.
Okay, so here's my attack +4. 10.
616. Oh,
hey,
6.
Hey, but it's a +4. So we flush him.
Gets it. Yep. DR. So he increases fatigues. He has to retreat.
Looks like, yep.
2, 3, 4. Let's take him all the way. 5, 6. Get him out of danger here.
Okay.
So Owen's station is yours.
And I think we will take it. Initiative 5.
3, yours again. So you just got a little F on that, right?
Yeah, a little F, but he was already at 4. Lee will activate Clayton to 4. Here's his movement +2, 4, and here's his. He will transfer to him. Here's his extend march, +1. He's okay. So he'll go 1, 2, 3. A net +5 seems like a worthwhile attack.
Yeah.
So
that's what I was thinking.
yeah. So we will make a hasty attack at a net +5. Here's the attack. It's 7 total. It's +5. So we get a DR with a loss. Yep.
Yeah. Manpower loss. And it was a big R, so he picks up a demoralization marker. And let's see, he has to retreat further away by road, so he has 2 options.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 4911 is yours.
Do I want that hex? Yes, I want that hex. Alright. Alright. Initiative. 5.
3.
Looking the board over, I think I am going to pass.
Okay. Smith is going to activate J Moore, fatigue 1. Here's his movement. 1 die +1. Go 4 hexes. Smith and Thomas will go with him. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Initiative. 2.
3.
Yours.
Well, while the cat's away, Brown will Cheatham will activate Brown and Smith. They will need some extended marches, so here's their movement +2. 4. Hood and Cheatham will transfer to Smith. Here's his extended march of +1. He's going to lose a manpower. And go 1, 2, 3, 4. And Brown's extended march, he's all okay. He's going to go just 1 hex to there. Initiative 3.
5. Take Gerard to fatigue 1. Here's his movement. 3. He'll just slide back into the readout hex. Initiative 3.
2.
Okay. R. Johnson with low will go to fatigue 3. Here's his movement. Go 4. Here's his extended die roll. 5. He's okay because he's Cav, I believe.
I believe Cav in 1864 is not subject to the +1.
He's just going to do a min move to there. Initiative 1. Chance for rain.
Come on, rain. Nope.
No.
Alright. I'm going to pass.
Okay.
I see what you're doing, but there's not a lot I can do about it, so.
Smith will take J Moore to fatigue 2. Here's his movement. 1 die +1. So 4. Not enough. So they're going to go 1, 2 to there. He's going to stop there. Init. 1. Chance for rain.
Nope.
No.
Still no rain. We couldn't move without umbrellas earlier in the game. And now,
well, it seemed like our first scenario, whenever we had chance for rain, it rained a lot early in each turn.
It did. All right, so I'm going to, you're going to get the +3 no matter what, because I can't get anyone friendly there in time, so I'm going to leave it to the dice and pass.
Okay. This is one of those things I want to make sure I get every possible. Wilson's going to activate Kuhn and Capron to fatigue 2, so they'll need extended die rolls. Here's their roll. First dice, second dice, 7, 8 and 9. Capron will go first. Here's his extended die roll. He's okay. There's a road going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to there. Here's Coon's extended die roll. He's okay. And they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Initiative 2. 1. Okay. Smith is going to attempt an assault with Jay Moore on Lee and Clayton. Here's the attempt. It comes off. Now, can I bring in Cab on a grand assault?
Yes, you can.
Remember.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Thomas will attempt a grand assault. So 3, he can bring in 1 more hex. So he'll bring in Coon. So we have a type of a +1. Tactical is even. Flank is now a +4. The ratio is now 10 to 5, so I get a +1 for ratio. And artillery is, I have 3 guns to your 2, so that's a +1, which means it's a -1 artillery for rolling terrain. So I have 5, 6 up and 1 down for +5 final.
Yep, that's right.
Here's my attack roll.
Come on, dice gods.
Damn! Sorry. Got to edit that out.
Come on, big 6, big 6. Oh! There's our rain roll. All right, so it is a +5, which means I'm going to lose at least 2 DR. Because I've got 1, 2, and flip, and demoralized. Wow, man, that was tense. I thought I could pull out a 6 on that one.
Yeah, I was.
All right, so I do a leapfrog over you. So now I've got 6 manpower losses. All right, so if I am doing this correctly, I can go 1 to there. 1 doesn't have a road, 1 has a friendly, so I believe, if I am looking at that correctly, I can go to Johnson, and then Grand View, and then 4512, because that is not an Azok for either. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to lose 1 either way. Yeah, if I lost, I'd lose 1 at 4812 because it's the 3, because I'm not crossing through a road. So I will lose another manpower here. That's unfortunate. So I will take that off.
That's what I thought I was setting up there by moving Capron, but it wasn't.
Now, sometimes sometimes folks, you just got to walk through it one at a time. Yep. But that could have been horribly, horribly worse.
That was the plan, yes, was to make it horribly worse.
Yes, I know.
Okay, I think I'll leave Jay Moore and Brentwood and move Wilson into the hex with Coon.
I was afraid he might get overextended, and you exploited that, so good on you.
Knit. 2.
6?
6 is yours.
Well, yeah, now... it's like the need for retribution, but yeah, sitting at fatigue level 3, that's not good. So I'll pass. Let's see how much more blood you want to extract out today.
Yeah, so Johnson's at 7. Well, after a lull around Murfreesboro, I think we'll return back there. Let's look at this situation. Hasn't changed. Why is that? Why are units not walked out of Murfreesboro? There's no point there. No good restaurants or nothing.
Spoken like a local.
No, actually, there's quite a few good places to eat. Milroy take Thomas and Anderson to fatigue 1. Here's his movement. He can go 3 hexes. He's just going to do a min move to the blacksmith shop. You knit. 4.
4?
4. It's yours.
I will pass.
Okay. I think we just read all the rules about forts.
They provide cover, but not a Zoc. So 5231 is covered, but not 5331.
A1, yeah. So I don't have any hexes covered for a flank.
You've got 4 hexes covered currently.
6-1, half a dozen the others. Well, he's a district commander. He's a 2?
Yeah, he's always been problematic.
God, I should have looked at that.
You write your orders on a Bible script and send it over.
You're kidding me. That's useless. I should have looked at that earlier. Ah, good Lord. Well, sir, what does that mean? Okay, he's a 2. That means I'd have to roll 1. And I could only bring in 1. So why does he have 2 guys? Okay, we'll do it this way. He'll take both his guy, Milroy, Thomas, and Anderson to Fatigue 2. Here's their movement. I guess he gets the +1.
He does. I believe he does.
Yes. So that's 3 movement points. This probably is not what I should be trying to do. Well, if I fatigue him, he can't attack. So keep him fatigued and disorganized. So we'll take Anderson will move to Kirby. Milroy will stay where he is. And he will do a normal attack on Wathel. There's no ratio. There's no type. There's no tactical. I have, if 50, it provides a covered flank. So I have 5 hexes covered, but Stuart comes off. So the final flank is a +1. But the final artillery is a -2.
Yes. The clear.
So it's a -1 attack, I believe, if I've done the math right. So the ratio is even. Type is 0, tactical is 0, flank is a +1, artillery is a -2, so the final is a -1.
That sounds correct.
I don't see anything else I can try to do down there. I feel like I got to try something to keep you occupied. I don't know if that's the smart move. Comment below.
Yes.
Here's my attack. -1 to 6. Possibilities here are good.
You are killing me, man. So you've got a 5. I need a 4, 5, or 6. I also got 6.
That'll work. Man, so -1 on a 4 is a 1D for me. You're tired, though.
I'm tired.
I tired you out.
I'm so tired.
So it's another manpower for you.
Yeah. So we are sitting currently at, I have 21 victory points lost in manpower, and I have gained 12. So net -9. You're certainly exploiting the manpower losses.
Okay, well, getting that 6 made me excited there for a minute. Well, at least you're exhausted and disorganized. But that doesn't help me with French. Initiative 5. 4. Deedman, you couldn't be a 12 manpower. You had to be an 11.
Yeah, right now Loring has one job. One job. Guard that flank and say, hey, if you want to go see the B-Man, that's gonna...
So that's gonna be minus... Good God, it's -3 to start. Maybe another -1 if I got a good die roll. There's no easy way to get there either. I can't slide around you.
I know. That's what I'm saying. His Zoc is doing more good than just him being there.
Guess I could have swung Milroy around the long way. Probably would have been the smarter move. Hope you could get to Fortress Rosecrans. Too late for that now. Well, I'm going to take Steedman to Fatigue 1. Here's his movement. 6. Okay, so if he makes a prepared attack on Loring, I would get a +1 for type, a +1 for ratio, a -1 for tactical, and a -2 for artillery.
Yep, so -1.
So it's a -1 attack again.
Yep.
But if I can get him out of there and move forward a hex, I could potentially maybe get to Fortress Rosecrans with Steedman. So I think that's what I've got to try to do. So we're going to attempt it. It's a -1 attack. The ratio's 11-4, which is 2-1 for a +1. Type's +1. Tactical's -1 and artillery is -2, so it's going to be a -1 final. Here's my attack roll. It's another 6 for me.
Come on, so
how
it
many
becomes a
6s
5.
can we roll?
So it's a +1 net.
Not enough.
Not enough. But let's see. I'm a 4.
I'm going to lose another manpower. And you just stay the same.
Okay.
So that's, I don't know.
Good job, Loring. I think Murfreesboro has become quite the little interesting story down here.
Yeah, that one was the debatable one since you were already exhausted. But I figure your next thing is going to be to attack Rosecrans with French.
I really need to get a ratio bonus on that since I can't get anything else. I need to get the manpower. So keeping me busy is certainly, wrapping things up.
Throwing points at you though.
Well, yeah, but you get them faster than I do on manpower.
That's true. Init. 4.
3.
3. Mine again. Okay. Before I forget, the 91st Indiana.
We hear the bugle call from the Indiana boys.
1 die. You can go 5 hexes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 4 still. Unit. 5.
3.
3. Take him to fatigue 2. Go 3 hexes. Whoa. 1, 2, 3. Unit. 4.
5. I will pass.
Okay, we'll take him to fatigue 3. He'll need a die roll. Here's his movement. 6. Extend. A 6. He flips.
They pay the price.
Disorganized. They show up in Franklin and everybody cheers. We thought you were all this. So he's just going to go to there. Initiative 1. That was late rain.
No. But I will pass.
Okay, let me take a look at the board here. We'll take Whitaker to fatigue 1. Here's his movement. He can move 6 hexes. Whitaker's going to go 1 to there. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Please, entrenchments. Initiative 1.
5.
5. Yours.
I will activate bait to 2. Here's his movement +1. And his extended march. He's okay. He is just going to go to there. Initiative 6.
It's yours.
I'll pass.
Okay. And I'll take Whitaker to fatigue 2. Here's his movement. 2 hexes. He's just going to go to there and stop. Initiative 6.
1.
Stanley will take Wood to fatigue 2. His movement. He can move 7. So he'll go 1, 2 to there, 3 to there. He has 4 remaining. What would Bell and Buford like to do?
He's a 10, boy. Oof. All right. I guess they will get out of there. So they're at a -2 because they're at fatigue level 4. And
they get a +1 for the creek.
I get a +1 for the creek. And they're also at a -2 because they're small. Yeah, they're a small force. So it'd be a -3 to this roll. So no effect on you at all. And they'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4 to there.
Okay. He has 4 movement points remaining. They'll go 1 to there. 3. I'm going to stop there. I'm not going to make the attack.
All right. Prudence
Initiative.
has determined that. Stop.
Yeah, I think at this point. So knit 6,
5.
Schofield will take Whitaker to T3, so he'll need an extended die roll. So here's his movement +1 is a 3. Here's his extend die roll. He's okay. So Whitaker's going to go 1, 2, 3 to Smead. Initiative 3. Oh, that's yours. I cannot hear you if you're speaking.
Sorry, I hit mute. So bait went to 3. He got a 5 movement. His extend was a 4, so he is okay with that +1, and he'll go to there.
Okay.
Slip the noose. Initiative 1. Come on, Rain.
No. I'm going to pass.
And I am going to pass as well, because I don't know that I'm going to get any luckier this turn. So Rain never showed, which is, I guess,
amazing.
I could have used it a couple of times, but you had some great attacks, and I had a couple of great repulses, so I think it all evened out this turn. Alright, so hitting recover, and everything has recovered. Let's go through the marks here. You don't have cavalry phase until now, coming up. Victory point phase. I get 1 for Columbia. Hurrah! And turn indication does show that it moved to 10. So we're going to have your phase here at the end of this turn, your horsey phase. And I think this is a good stopping point. We're right at 2 hours. So
yeah, I think so. This was a long session today.
This was a really tight session. I mean, it was a little bit of everything. So we hope you enjoyed it. All right, let's see what our random event is.
I had ups and downs. I'll say that.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I mean, there were some times when I was really worried, especially having overextended Lee down there. I debated that, but it seemed like the good call to kind of get in there a little bit. But let's move on to our random event, so we know what to think about this week. And why don't we each roll a die and see how that works out? So go ahead.
Here's mine. It's a 4
and a 1. So we get winter weather change or enhanced movement. Let's see. We're not in winter weather, so enhanced movement effect. So how does that work?
That's new.
Yes,
I believe. Either player rolls a die. Oh, so if it's odd, I get enhanced movement. Even you do. That's wow. This could be exciting.
So enhanced movement could go either way here, and it's adding what, +1 to
+1 to infantry and +2 to all calves. So that's in addition to any additional modifiers.
Right. Plus the union. Okay.
So you could be smoking at 3 hexes.
Here's the roll.
Odd Confederate player benefits from enhanced movement.
I'm the Confederate player. All right.
You are the Confederate player.
Hooray! I thought I heard you say it the other way around. Fantastic.
No, okay. Well, maybe I did read it the wrong way. So, but anyway.
Okay, so let's. I will add that to the track here.
Do we have that as an option?
We do. Enhanced CSA movement. So that is
excellent.
Added to turn 10, and that's going to give me a lot to think about this week, moving forward.
Gives me a lot to think about too.
Oh boy, howdy! So let's do our session wrap up here and discuss the highs, the lows, the what do we think, the what do we hate. Well, we don't hate anything, but we wish had gone better. Let's put it that way. Would you like to take it first, or would you like me to take it first?
Why don't you go first? Let me kind of ruminate, because there was a lot of ups and downs for me this session.
Right. Well, I mean, obviously, this is the big news story here coming down the pike is that Murfreesboro is in play, which was worrisome there for a time. But now I got Milroy beating his head against the wall. I got Steedman kind of, well, doing the same, and they have both been blunted. So now Stewart has to, before I can get points, for those of you who are not familiar with the campaign, I've got Murfreesboro, but I can't harvest any points on it until I have taken out the Fortress Rosecrans at 5231. That ostensibly, if I can get the units massed and attack from there, from Murfreesboro into there, then I have a possibility of, because I don't get anything for tactical, I'll get the +1 for an assault, but that's about it. And they have a, since it's a Fortress A, it's got a 2 base manpower, even though there's no Union units there, and he's got 2 artillery. So I have to mass my guns, I have to mass the ratio, because I'm not going to get any kind of tactical modifier. So that's something I'm going to be thinking about all week is, do I want to pull everybody in and make one big attack and then withstand some kind of counterattack by Milroy? That's a possibility. And then, yeah, this one, I had to keep it flexible. And you did some things that really surprised me as far as the counterattacks. I was getting early counterattacks from you because knowing how you work, you look for opportunities. And I think in all these year and a half of your playing with me, that's the one bit of tutelage I'm so happy to see you exploiting, that when you see I've overextended myself or I'm at fatigue level 4, here comes the Union, right? You brought Smith and Moore down the pike and set it up, sequentially brought Wilson to take out that last little piece of the missing flank, and you just made a great attack, and I had nothing I could do except watch. And that is a danger, folks, is getting yourself overextended and to fatigue level 4. The Union can make a very good flank attack if you are not aware. So I had to take it. I took that one on the chin. Everything else I'm kind of happy with. Hood is kind of exploiting that western flank that I had hoped. At least when you moved Smith out of there and I knew that you didn't have command over Garrard and MacArthur, then that's when I figured I'd give you something to think about. And at this point, right now, it's each one of us trying to offset any other little thing that we're doing. If you do something, I'm going to try to do something that maybe make you think about, oh gosh, he's over there, he's sneaky, what can I do, and how do I react to that? So it's move, counter, move, move, counter, move. And that's what I really like about the approach to Nashville. That's Act 3 of this story, is how do you get in and get the most advantage? You even said it out loud. You're like, I have to take every little modifier point that I can get, and that is too true here. So now I've got to spend a week figuring out, all right, well, here I am. Now what do I want to do? This session has been very exciting. I'm very pleased with it. I don't think anything went horribly wrong. Buford made a great stand on that hill against Schofield. Mm-hmm. And the guys held out in Murfreesboro. So I managed to survive 3 attacks, and I took a couple of them hard. You know, I got multi-man power losses. But on the whole, it was a good session. I think I'm okay. Now, what do you think?
Yeah, I was, it ended on a somewhat high note that I was able to set up that flank, but, the fact that you were at -4 made that, relatively easy. My attack with Schofield, I mean, when I approached this, to the extent that I had a strategy, was to not fight a battle that wasn't after winter. And here I am fighting battles before winter, because I didn't want to accidentally create a gap for you to run through. And I kind of have, looking at where I'm at right now. Yeah, I was disappointed in the battles. I mean, I felt like, boy, you just fight so many, you should have the dice break at least a couple times. And I didn't even the one I won, I didn't win because, well, I won one with a huge spread, I believe. But other than that, it was pretty even. All our battles were very evenly fought. But on the one hand, I'm looking at the map. Forrest is down there in Antioch. He's got all his guys together. So what are you up to there? And lots to think about here.
Well, that was simply just to Van Cleve and the 17th U.S. Colored Troops and the 140th Indiana decided, let's go back and help Murfreesboro. Then I've got a roadblock there.
Yeah, I thought about it briefly, but then it's like more guys that can't really do anything. It's like I don't want to suddenly turn that into cannon fodder, right? I mean, if it's like this is just I mean, as long as Fortress Rosecrans can hold out, you can't get those points. But when it does, I mean, it's a huge. You get like 12, I think, for taking it initially.
Right, and then
And
plus
then
2.
12 if you hold it at the end, plus 2 every turn.
Right. So that would be
And
that would be in lieu of Franklin, which obviously I bypassed.
And it simplifies at the end the line of communication for your divisions, because that counts. The Murfreesboro line counts now.
Right. So everything to the bottom part of the map will count as,
Yeah.
Right.
So that puts all those points easily into play. That'd be very hard to cut you off if that's the supply line, and I've got to deal with. So that's a change. I've got to think about what that means. On the flip side, I've got your 2 corps to the west here. I'm in between them. So how do I want to exploit that? Great session today.
Very good.
I'm exhausted at 12.
Me too.
It's 1 o'clock Eastern time, and I'm ready for a nap.
Well,
that's
take that
that's
nap.
Not AM. That's PM.
You've earned it. You have earned it. Well, we are excited to complete yet another session here. We hope you've enjoyed it. Please take a moment to click the like and subscribe button if you've not done that before. Click the little notification bell and all the good things that tell us that you are enjoying these sessions. We are trucking right along here, and I think it's only going to get more exciting over the next couple of scenarios because we've got 4 or 5 days here before winter weather starts, so anything can and will happen, I'm sure. With this enhanced movement, I'm really going to have to take a long look at how I could potentially utilize that. So, Roger, always a pleasure, and I hope you have a great week, and I can't wait until next week.
Thanks.
Sure.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.